My name's Sandra Mayer, I'm the Mayor of Frankston, and I'm just here to see what the community thinks about the South East Water Project. I don't believe that the land's been taken away from the public other than losing a car park. It's actually going to have a veranda all the way around. There's going to be a beautiful area that interfaces with the creek, with the green hills and the stairs and everything. There'll be cafes and retail and all sorts, so it's actually going to activate the area. The area is dead right now, and it's going to improve it. Oh look, I think it's a little bit different, you know. We've been asking for decentralisation of government services for a long time. We've been waiting for decent development to come. There hasn't been anything coming, forthcoming. This is going to be creating jobs for us, you know. Even though it'll be staff coming from outside of the municipality, there will be vacancies opening up over the years, which will open up opportunities to residents, and there will also be retail and hospitality opportunities that will be created out of South East Water coming to Frankston. I've actually heard that it's going to be 24/7. It's actually going to be active all of the time, which makes the area a lot safer. We had a criminologist come and visit a couple of years ago to Frankston, and they said the best way to make your area safe is to actually activate it and have people living in the area and constantly in the city, and so that you've got passive surveillance.
You know what I think of that building?
Well, tell me.
It's a heap of crap.
Is it? Why do you say that?
Oh, I think that it doesn't relate to the natural environment in any way. When you look at the waves, the curve of the waves, the sea is a very fluid element. Then you look at the curvature of the primary dune, the sand dunes. You look at the various shapes of the vegetation. You look at the curvature of the creek. And then you look at this hard-lined building, which is mechanical and industrial in its approach. So it doesn't relate in any way to our natural environment. Anything that is built in this environs should relate to the sea and the special environment that we have here. This building fails in every respect. Not only is that bad enough, but there's a huge surface of glass, a massive surface of glass that extends up about 8 stories. When the westering sun goes down, the amount of light sun reflection onto the Long Island environs here will be absolutely blinding for anyone who's unfortunate enough to be trying to shelter under a tree for a picnic or just walk along recreationally or whatever. It's a disaster. Height?
Yeah.
Far too high.
It's a really exciting project for Frankston. When we were doing the community consultation as part of the review of the structure plan, there was a lot of comments and feedback from the community saying that we want some large employers here. It's actually even part of the economic development strategy to attract a large employer here, so it's really exciting that South East Water are now coming down, bringing with them 700 jobs. But it's not just the 700 jobs that they bring with them, they're likely to attract their contractors along with them, so there's potentially a further 300 people that come. But not only that, is all those employees will be actually out in the city centre spending money. They'll be shopping, they'll be dining in the local cafes, and that just has borderline immeasurable effects on the local community. It helps with the activation of the streets. There's also an exciting flow-on impact that we do have the potential to start working with the local universities to increase the offer of training that's available, so that it can be better tailored towards South East Water's requirements. So that, I think, in itself is really important, particularly given we're also positioning ourselves as a learning city.
I don't have a problem with South East Water coming to Frankston. I think that would be good. I think that the problem I have is that we've been sold short in a democratic society. We've been sold short by our council, who've gone into secret enclave and given a fire sale to South East Water. They've softened their laws and allowed for up to 10 stories. South East Water say they're trying to make it only 8 stories. Up to 10 stories they're allowed to build, so maybe next year they'll add another 2. But 8 floors. See that building over there? take the last 3 floors and add them up there. That is what the beach people are going to see, and it's about 3 times as wide as that. So if the Frankston people aren't sure that it actually matters to them, the next time they visit Frankston Beach, what they're going to see is a travesty. So what they're not showing us, they're showing us very pretty diagrams of a building. There's some opinions about that. I don't have a problem with that. But what they're not showing us is in context. So if you want to see that other building over there, it's a little bit shorter than that building, except 3 times closer to the shore. So whereas Frankston had a vision of graduated buildings going back, apart from that one, this is now all in the wash, all gone. The precedent will be set. Frankston will not be able to say no to the next building that comes along. So what we will have is the equivalent of Surfers Paradise here. We'll have the equivalent of ugly square block Docklands, because I mean they've got more money to spend than a commercial site, so it will be concrete blocks 10 stories high. This is what Frankston Council is doing for us.